Okay, I think we're live now.
We're live.
The satellite truck is on. We on? Okay. So your film, which is amazing, I'm calling it a Spartan masterpiece, by the way.
Nice, I like that.
Okay. And your film is like deeply rooted in like mythology, identity, heritage, and how did you connect with it and make it yours and make it like the film, this awesome film that it is?
Sure. Well, interestingly, when I got the phone call from Leonidas, who asked me to do the film, he told me it took place in Sparta, and that's where my grandparents are from on my father's side. So I was already instantly interested in making the film. So that was already a huge connection. And when I went to shoot it, we were shooting, 15 miles from my grandfather's village, which was amazing. And so every minute that I was there, I was more deeply connected into my roots while making the film. Cut to, a couple of months into it, I went to the mayor's office and I asked him if I could find my grandparents' paperwork, which they did find, and I got it, and I got a copy of it, and I took it home, and it became the sort of missing link to getting my Greek citizenship. So doing this movie kind of led to me getting my Greek citizenship, and now my family and I live in Greece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I guess that's where the premiere is going to be.
This is the premiere.
I know the Greek premiere.
Yeah, but anyway, that's really that's how I connect to the film and how it sort of brought up my Greek roots. I think you have a similar story.
Similarly, my grandmother is from a small village near Sparta. I don't think I told Michael or anybody that until we were actually in rehearsals in Greece. And when we chatted, I was super ecstatic to see a Greek film, being half Greek on my mom's side, who's here tonight. Thanks for coming, Mom. Love you.
Woo!
So yeah, it was super fulfilling to experience Sparta, be in Greece. I mean, Michael liked it so much that he lives there now.
Wow.
But no, I got to meet some of my grandmother's cousins and family and stay with them, and just spending time with the people and the culture and the love that they have there made Greece feel like home for me too.
One of the questions on my list is, what are two of your funniest behind-the-scenes moments?
The goats. we were rolling, about to walk up to the house for the first time, and I hear Michael go, "The goats are coming." He's like, "Peter, you're good to go now?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, okay, let's go." So we walked by, the goats all run by, and we just kept rolling, got that, and figured it's the perfect, Greek entrance, walking into a village, and that's just what really happened. I think that's the funny goat story. Michael, do you have any moments to share as well?
Yeah, sure. Well, no, the funny goat story is pretty much it. I can't really top that. But it is true. Like when you're making any film, you're lucky if you get one happy accident. Because film is weird. It's because you're repeating. You're trying to recreate reality, right? And it's hard to do. Like acting is really hard to do because you got to pretend like you're saying the lines for the first time, 20 takes. And so it just there's a point where it gets things get sort of falsified, right? And it doesn't feel like real life. So then you're looking for these happy accidents when something like that happens, and it just brings life to it. And that was one of those examples where, had Peter not been as talented as he is and professional as he is, he jumped right in. We had finished a take the way it was, and then we heard the goats, and we're like, just keep rolling. Everybody reset, and it was chaos, and everybody fell back into place, and that is one of my favorite moments because it's really alive.
Speaking of acting, I think the casting is amazing. The taxi driver, the governess, the USA guy, like you, everybody was great. I mean, everybody was top notch on their piece. So, yeah. Good job on the casting. And like on a lot of these, what is our Greek message to non-Greeks and Greeks with your film?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think there's so many things to draw from, all the different cultures that we share, Greek and non-Greek. Little moments, seeing things that, a grandmother from another culture might say the same. Actually, one of my favorite moments in the film, little side note, but on the bus, it's the sweetest lady, the one who says, "This is Sparta," on the bus when my car second gives me the candy. The nicest lady ever, and she treated me after we met like I was her own grandson, and like she's so hip. She uses Instagram. She'll like message me all the time. She's the sweetest. But moments like that, that's things that everybody can relate to. I think there's a lot of love and relatability that this film can bring to every audience.
Here's another question for you guys. How is it watching the film with the audience's reactions and you guys are here watching them? Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that was funny, and it ends up being funny. Things like that.
Yeah, it's fun for me. Fun to see different laughs coming from different areas during different moments. I think that's a beautiful thing about film. Michael?
No, I love it, of course. I mean, it's nothing like watching it with an audience, and so, it's becoming more and more difficult these days with independent film. It's a lot of streaming, so we don't get this. This used to be a bit more prevalent, and so this is special to be part of it, special to be part of the film for this reason that we're here, and to celebrate independent film. It was great, and Laemmle's is amazing that it's still in business. So, I love it. That's not answering your question, but
It's everything that comes out of your mouth is cool.
okay, cool. All right.
What I love about the film is I'm a history buff, and it's like a slight history lesson in there. We're learning about
Yes.
our Greek stuff is stuck in the London Museum. Let's get it back.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. No, I mean, I think so. The Greek history stuff was all in the script. Leonidas Demas is the writer, and he's a big ancient history buff. And the challenge was that it's a lot of history, and it's a movie, so you don't want to come across as too much of a history lesson. And then also, the actors had to say some pretty difficult stuff,
Right.
that just can be a mouthful. When you read it on paper, you're like, that's a textbook. The actor's not going to be able to pull that off.
Yeah.
But they did, for the most part. I thought the actors did an amazing job dealing with that kind of history lesson that was interspersed and weaved through the film. Since we're talking about actor, because Peter's asked for a little bit. He was amazing in the film because it was a really difficult role, I think, because you don't quite know what's up with him, and he can also be kind of a jerk, and you sort of have to want to like him as well in order for the film to work and for Gorgo to be interested in him, and that's not easy to do, and I think that Peter was really, rode that line really well, and that's why I think the film works at all, because he could have tipped over and just been somebody that you didn't like, because some of the things he says, we cut out, there was other stuff that was a little bit harsher.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that you kept the slaps in.
Yeah, well, he deserved it.
There was definite chemistry between Georgia and Peter in the film. So when did you realize that you guys had some good chemistry, and how did that all evolve?
Yeah, I think everything started when I first came to Greece. We were all working together. Georgia is a very talented actress and an amazing person. Working with her was super easy and fluid from the start. And so also, I'll kiss your ass a little bit too, Michael.
Yes.
Pleasure working with Michael from the start. We spent a lot of time talking about Brad's character, trying to dissect how we're going to walk this line, and it felt like couldn't do it with someone like I was happy to have Michael by my side and walk that road together. We don't need this. It's a small enough theater. We can talk loud enough.
Hey, I don't know if you guys know, I was so impressed with your film that I dressed up like a Spartan out there. I'm like, you know what? I got to do this.
Yeah.
I have it ready. So
It's amazing.
So I was like, I have to, because it's kind of like you in the film. I'm going to be you.
Yeah, you have the shield and everything.
Yeah, so it was fun being you.
Yeah.
So
No, you were great.
So thank you for making an impression on me. The film's like, I'm going to judge films like this. A great film, you're going to watch it again. I'm going to watch your film again.
Really?
Again and again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's what's the truth.
That's amazing.
It's what it is.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the audience?
2 months
Whoa.
for filming and 8 weeks of prep and a year of. I think
You can hear me. Okay.
And like a year of soft prep, talking about the script, rewriting the script, talking about the script, and finding locations and all that stuff early.
Are permits easier in Greece?
Well, it depends. Like, yes, if you want to just shoot on the street, but no if you want to use an archaeological site. So the script had a lot more archaeological sites in it, and they are very, very particular, and you have no idea why they make the decisions they do. So that's really hard. And if you write a script like this that has archaeological places in it, you won't really get to shoot in them. Like the Parthenon, you can never get a permit to shoot on the Parthenon.
Oh, wow.
In fact, you're supposed to get a permit to have it in the background, like we did.
Ooh.
We cut that out.
That was a cool scene. Speaking of cool scenes, I was asking Peter outside, what are your favorite scenes like in the film besides behind the scenes?
What's your favorite?
Honestly, a lot of the moments with our cowboy Roy Rogers were a lot of fun. I mean, even the little bits at the end when the people are leaving his taxi and they're asking for their change. No, thank you.
That was hot.
Yeah, the little quirks like that, I find. Yeah, I love those little.
It was realistic.
Yeah, I think it's happened to a few of us who have been to Greece. Yeah.
For me, it would be so. When I was growing up, there's a village in Sparta called Tsinzina, which is where my grandfather would in the summer when it was really hot, they would go up into the mountains to cool off. And there's this beautiful village in the mountains of Tsinzina in Sparta called Tsinzina. And when all the Greeks came to America, they all missed Tsinzina, so they created a club in upstate New York, and every year they would have a big gathering of Tsinzinians. And so I used to go when I was a kid. My parents would take me, and it looks like that party that we shot. And so that's my favorite scene, because I used to go there with my Super 8 cameras and shoot people, and and all the food, and the ladies who are showing you these photographs of people you don't know, but they mean so much to them, and you're kind of going, yeah, and then later you regret that you didn't find out what those names were. But that's sort of the memory I have that I wanted to capture, and I really worked hard on that scene to make it work, so that it didn't feel like a movie party. That it felt real and raw, and that there were people actually eating food, and kids playing. My daughter was in the movie, so she plays in it too.
Good job.
So that's my favorite scene.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Any last questions, anyone?
How big was that village? How many people?
40. No, I mean, it was really small.
So was everyone in the movie?
Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody in that square was pretty much the town.
Did everyone get paid?
They did.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you guys there?
That village? Only probably the village, maybe a week of shooting.
Wow.
Let's say about a week.
Yeah. And that was the village, and we sort of pieced it together with other places around. Yeah. Yes.
Even though I was there, and me and my cousin Poppy have a question. Was you asked? Was Panagiotis real or not? Because he disappeared, and then and then the figure was set down. And I wondered about this for a long time.
You know what? That's a really
Ooh, really good
I
question.
can answer this one. He's real to me.
Oh.
So he wasn't real.
Wait.
It's good to wonder, Iris.
Yeah.
Okay.
One more in the back.
My question is actually a branch off of that brilliant question. In the world of the movie, this is a question for both of you guys. Do you think that what happened was a result of how Brasidas sees the world, or was it actually like the Greek gods speaking onto him and causing him to do this, and that's why maybe he was the way to do this? So in terms of the world of the movie, what did you each think of the reason and how this all came about?
I think in some cases Brad needs some help. So with that being said, I think he got some help from the gods. That's my answer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a great question, and I think it's the most difficult question to ever get asked in a Q&A. But I think, I mean, when I read the script, I had obviously the same question, like, what is this? And that, and that in a good way, like, you know, what are we going to do here? How are we going to solve this problem? And that was conversations that Peter and I would have a lot, you know, on the phone. I was in Greece scouting and he was in Canada, and we would talk about it. It's like, how are we going to make this work? Because it's on your shoulders, buddy. You know, you're going to be the one pulling it off. And so we talked a lot about it, and it was just a continuing question that we had throughout the film. And like when I watched it tonight, I actually think I finally figured it out. Which was like, I noticed that, like, I think it's because of stress, right? He escapes into fantasy. It's the way he deals with stress. But then there's this sort of magical component about the drink with no name. Like, we don't know what that was, right? And it has this kind of magical potion feel to it in the movie now when I watch it, because from that moment until he kind of has the dream, he's different, and then when he wakes up, he's pretty much the same way he was before he had the drink. So I'm not saying he was drunk the whole time, but I'm saying that there's something magical to that component, and maybe the drink was made from the gods because it was given to him by Panagiotis. I don't know. There's a lot of layers that I'm still trying to figure out, but get back to you on that.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, great job, you guys. You guys everyone killed it in the film.
Good
It's
job to
amazing.
you.
Oh, thank you. I'm ready for the next outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll call you.
I'm gonna say this one thing, you guys. Last thing is tell your friends, because that's the number one way films get around to being popular. So tell your friends about how great this film is, and
Thank
great.
you for saying that.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Okay, thanks, you guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You really. You give me the chills.
You're awesome.
Great job. Thank you.
Very fun.
They can understand.